Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coach Oak Show on Coach Oak TV. This is a immediate postcom of my battle versus Kurtastrophe in the UPC Semis of Season 9. So this is playoff bout. Loser goes home. Kurt and I have battled a lot over the years. We've had jokes about our Canadian showdowns. He's won most of them, but hopefully we can take the win here. This is an immediate postcom. So I will warn you, my tone of some things might convert to some spoilers, so just fair warning. It's an amazing endgame though, so please do stick around. Okay, so we have Kyogre. Yes, there's a Kyogre. Mega Mawile. Heliolisk, which Heliolisk causes such problems for my team. It's not even funny. Crobat, Lando T, and Uxie. So I really didn't think Uxie was coming, and it caused some problems because I knew either Lando T or Uxie was likely his lead. However, I didn't really have anything that dealt with the combination of both of those. So we actually have Spikes, T-Spikes, Draco Meteor, and Flamethrower on Naganadel with a Sash. So it was kind of intended as a lead. Crobat, obviously his only poison type, is flying. Probably has Defog, but I thought I could do some things with a couple hazards potentially. Spikes for Helios, Mawile makes a lot of sense if I can get them up as well. And I wanted to lead with it, but the Uxie caused it so many problems, and Lando can cause it some problems as well. But the main thing was I just could do no damage to it. We did what we did. We ended up leading with it. I thought about quite a few things, but that's the Naganadel set. The Lucario set was supposed to be plus speed. I don't know when it got moved. It was a mistake. On my part, it was definitely a mistake, but it was supposed to be plus speed to outspeed the Heliolisk. But just do take note, as I do have to kind of bluff that early in the game. Close combat, Vac Wave, Extreme Speed, and Crunch. We have the Mimikyu is Expert Belt, Shadow Claw, Play Rough, Wood Hammer, and Drain Punch. Araquanid is Water Absorb, Infestation, Toxic. It's Max Special Defense, Sticky Web, and Resto Chesto. Golurk is Rock Polish, Colbur Berry, Earthquake, Poltergeist, and Dynamic Punch. I really thought about leading with it. Hindsight, I probably should have. If I had Ice Punch, I would have. So I also kind of wish I had Ice Punch, but the other ones I kind of needed. I suppose I could have dropped Dynamic Punch, but he had a few other things that were quite weak to fighting, and Dynamic Punch is so good. But yeah, I probably should have been Ice Punch now that I'm really thinking about it. Probably Iron Fist would have probably been the better set, but that's okay. And then Mew is our main win con. Maranga Berry, Cosmic Power, Dragon Dance, Psychic Fangs, and Roost. So as I said, we're going to lead off with the Nag. So Draco Meteor doesn't quite kill most Scarflandos here. So I am Sash, so I know I'll live if he goes for it. So I think he might want to switch into the, because if I'm boosting Nature, or Scarf Modest or whatever, I can just kind of bop it with a few things. So I thought he might switch into Mawile Hard, but I figured more likely he was just going to Earthquake, which I felt kind of okay with, but I kind of wanted to call it as well. So Flamethrower, if he tried to Rocks, if you Scarf Rocks, or anything like that. Basically, if he didn't click Earthquake, anything else, I'd be fine to Flamethrower first and then Draco Meteor for the kill the second turn, because then he wouldn't want to go into Mawile. But I didn't want to just Draco Meteor off the start. If he just switched Mawile, I would have felt pretty darn silly. Could have clicked Spikes, probably should have clicked Spikes in hindsight, but just for that little bit of chip on Kyogre to take down Origin Pulse, Mawile, and Heliolisk. So I don't think I played that right, even though I can go up fairly safely into Araquanid, which is what I knew at the time, if he scuffed himself in Earthquake. So we click Sticky Web. I don't want to stay on Heliolisk. Go Golurk. So I know I should slow this down. I know it had likely has Grass Knot or Surf to deal with Golurk, and that was honestly likely what he would click. But my kind of mid-ground play is Naganadel, who I already get chipped down, and this is where I kind of didn't think the Naganadel all the way through. I wish I kept it more alive once I saw it was Lando. It probably shouldn't have been the lead at all once I saw Lando plus UPC, because it doesn't deal with either of those well. But so I wanted to do this. I really wanted to save Mimikyu's disguise between Kyogre opt-out, Hulk versus Mawile, just a few things. I probably could have just gotten rid of Mimikyu, honestly. That probably was the smarter play in hindsight, but gotten rid of the disguise. I was expecting a Volt Switch, to be honest. I didn't want to go Mew, which would normally have been in play, because I didn't want to pop that Moringa already. It was a little too early for the Moringa pop. The Moringa was kind of important in terms of helping me just deal with Kyogre, in terms of one less turn to Cosmic Power up. Let me run Cosmic Power instead of Amnesia because of the Moringa. So that was kind of the thought process there, but yeah. So we find out he is Life Orb, which is good info. Glad to find out that info. He's going to take down the Golurk, which is fine. I could have probably gone Araquanid there, but that's a pretty aggro play, and then I'm in the same spot, so except for a little bit of healing. So we're just going to go Lucario. So as you see, I just kind of want to bluff it. I end up just clicking Close Combat. Back Wave runs just shy of knocking him out. So does E-Speed. E-Speed actually gets a little closer, which I probably should have calced a little better because I didn't need Back Wave, but that's okay. It didn't make much difference in terms of sets. He stays in and just glares, and he is faster, which really sucks. This para on Lucario will make this game a lot harder. Luckily, we do hit through it. And we do take out the Heliolisk, which is such a problem, but good on him for having the guts to stay in. As he's right, there's a good chance I would read it and click Sword Stance. I didn't have Sword Stance, but there's a decent chance I would have done that. With the Intim, I can't take this out, so I need to switch out. I go into Naganadel just to sack it off, find out what he's locked into. If he locks into this, I can go Araquanid. So we do that, and we're just going to click Infestation. I figured it was probably Mawile coming in, and I really kind of wish... I don't know. The problem... If only this had... Like, I kind of wish I had something over Rest to hit this, but it just wouldn't work out. So I just go into Lucario. If he play roughs, he kills me, but it's kind of my best aggro move. I can go to Mawile after. And he goes for Rocks, which is going to be annoying, for sure. He's going to go Uxie. I'll find out how much Close Combat does. So it's Max Bold Uxie, which makes a lot of sense, this matchup. With leftovers, which is annoying just to keep it out of range of stuff. But we're going to go Mew now. He's going to get the Psychic drop, which is actually super annoying here. I'll be completely honest. Because it's going to use our Moringa just to get us back to neutral. I'm going to Cosmic Power. Wanting to see what he would do if he stayed in. He's going to U-turn. But if I had the Moringa boost without the drop, I'd be able to lift this from Kyogre. And I've got enough speed that with the webs up, I'll outspeed even a Scarf max speed or Ogre. So I have to switch out here because I'll just lose it to a Water Spout. And now I have to play the game of does he click Thunder. With the rocks up, he's doing enough that Thunder only does up to like 60, but on a Scarf one. But yeah, so we have to play that game. Like if I had Liquidation on any of these, I'd probably in a better spot. But I think I'm thinking a little too hindsighty. There's a good chance Araquanid gets chipped down. But yeah, probably when I had the Mimikyu in the back as well, I probably could have just ran Liquidation. And not worried about... I still could have run Infestation, but I probably could have just run Liquidation just to hit... or Scald. Just to Scald the... actually, Scald's probably better. Just to hit the Mawile, potentially get a burn when it comes in. Not let it come in for free. So, probably a mistake in prep there. I honestly didn't prep as hard as I should have this week. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. There's no real excuse. No real reason either. So we go in this, we have to roost it up. We have to try to keep it at decent health. He's going to U-turn again. Again, he can just go Kyogre. I really wanted to do something other than... I wanted to overpredict here hard, but I had to just go Araquanid. At least I still have Mimikyu. Mimikyu, Woodhammer, plus priority from Lucario could potentially get me the kill on this. I'm pretty sure. Although I was a bit confused by his set numbers. I think he was bulky Scarf, to be honest. So I don't know if it would have in the end, but I didn't figure it out too a bit later. So Infestation Lando. I decided to stay in here. I know he has to lock himself into Stone Edge, in which case I can come in on Mew and start clicking setup buttons. Specifically DD in this case, which he hasn't seen yet. Also means Lucario can switch in. I thought he'd go for Earthquake, expecting the Lucario. So I probably could have gone the Lucario, which was kind of the idea. But yeah, basically. I stayed in, and I figured there's a chance he misses Stone Edge if he stays in too. I believe I just Toxic'd. Yeah, so it is what it is. It was probably a mistake, but that's alright. I made a few mistakes this battle. Quite a few, actually. So he goes into this. I get the DD on the switch. If after the Psychic Fangs damage, they'll bring him to about half, it looks like, which it does. I can live the Water Spout, and now I can start roosting up. So after the roost, I'm still, because I don't have any Cosmic Powers up, I believe I'm still in range of a play rough here. So I go into Lucario. I know I could just die to a play rough, which is what happens, but I couldn't risk losing the Mew there. I could have roosted and hoped for a miss, but he would have been doing more than what I had. So we go for the Shadow Claw. Get the little chip. I was hoping for a crit with Shadow Claw, to be honest. I mean, it did the most damage anyways, but with the high crit chance, I was like, if I can get a crit here, this would help me out a lot. It's going to hit the play rough as well as the Fire Fang, so that's fine. We have to go Mew now. Obviously, I would have liked to stay in when we had the Dragon Dance up, but wasn't going to help. He actually switches, which I think if you just click play rough there, he's in a better spot. I would have had to Cosmic Power to have a chance to live. I suppose if he misses the play rough, he thought he was going to be faster. I think he didn't think I was going to be fast Mew, but we were fast enough that we can still be faster. After the webs, I think we were outspeeding. Yeah, we were outspeeding Hydreigon. I don't know why in hindsight, because like I can't touch Hydreigon, but yeah, that's fine. I had a few different sets on Miss Mew, and then I almost switched it right before the game, which I'm glad I didn't. So now that I found, kind of fishing for Origin Pulse misses, hoping he doesn't get the crit. The crit will kill me, just to be honest. I honestly think in hindsight I would have preferred if he crit. But you'll see what's coming. It's a coming. It's lurking. It's lurking. If you can't hear it in my voice, something's lurking. So we're gonna kind of, honestly, I don't even know if I played this right. I was getting really excited because I thought it seemed like I had it if I could just click enough buttons. I was trying to get misses. I probably here should have been like on one of these I should have clicked Cosmic Power again. I was trying to stay out of range of a crit. I was super worried about a crit at first, and then I kind of gave up on being worried about a crit partway through this. Real talk. So we're gonna click buttons and get out of this eventually. I believe I set up I thought I had a third DD up, but I accidentally clicked Cosmic Power over DD in one of these. I believe right here, where I thought I clicked DD again. But I clicked Cosmic Power. Oh no, that one was on purpose. I think I just meant to click. Oh, there. I was supposed to click DD there, that play, and I forgot, and I didn't. So I thought I had a third. I lost track, and I thought I had a third one up, which I did not, which might have helped as well, but because I thought I would kill Lando, and I didn't, obviously, which is also annoying because I don't. I would have needed 2 anyways after the Lando and Tim to kill them all while. If I'm remembering right. Goes for the Sucker Punch. I actually didn't think he had Sucker Punch based on how he's playing around the Mimikyu. So we're here. We have to roost, right? I mean, I don't kill it in 1. I kill the Uxie in 2 because I'm only at the 1. He goes for the T-Wave to double T-Wave it and play for the Parahax, which is the right play. Full on. Like, he's playing to his outs here. He played to a Sucker Punch crit, and he played to that. So I get the DD up. I will OHKO this unless it is Psychic Berry with a Psychic Fangs. It's 2. Okay, I have to roost now. Can't roost. Can't Psychic Fangs. We're just going to get parried until we die, boys. Woohoo! 5 straight paras. 6 out of 7. Not like this is right. I mean, as I said here, well played. Feels a lot better than Chi-Ji here. Kurt played well. He played to his outs. I didn't think I had the team matchup, and I knew Mew was going to have to be my weird win con, and it was. And I thought I had it, and I mean, he did miss a couple Orange Pulses. He never crit. I actually think I would have preferred a crit in the end, but he didn't miss any play roughs. Didn't miss the T-Wave. You know, good for him. Lost 2 Canadians this week, so I have to move to America. I think that's the unwritten rule. But yeah, I mean, it feels really bad when you're +3 in both defenses, +3 speed, +2 attack, Psychic Fangs Mew loses to a Crobat. Yeah. Is this the worst hacks I've experienced in the Draft League battle? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it the most devastating because it's semifinals of a playoffs of the league I'm currently running and have been in? I missed a couple seasons in there, but pretty well been in since the start and really want to win on. And this would have given me a chance. Would I have a? Do I think I could have beat Jimmy in the final? Probably not. Should the final be Kurt and Jimmy? Yeah. But do I think I had this game sewn up if it hadn't been for 5 straight paras? Yes, I did. There's no good way to put it. And I think actually, if I was in the spot with, I don't know, I might have been able to do it from earlier and then still had a bunch if it hadn't been for that Psychic getting the Spadef drop that first time in and losing that Baranga boost. Because I think actually maybe not. Be it +2. I don't know. I don't want a Theorem on right now. But so good luck to Kurt going forward. Nothing but the best to him, obviously. One of my favorite people in draft. I mean, I asked him to help mod this season for a reason. But does this suck? Yes. I think this is probably the last season of UPC, at least for a long while. I'm more or less stepping my way outside of draft again. As I said, I've been in this league since season 1. I've been one of the people helping run it since season 1. I didn't play a couple of those seasons. I think I played 7 of the 9. But this one hurts. This one especially hurts. I'm pretty sure I lost the battle earlier in the week. In the league, that's not for YouTube because I can't display sets. To another Canadian, that one is much more debatable. It would have been a 50-50 end game if Mist didn't happen. This one sucks. I believe Kurt said 0.09 chance. I haven't done the math myself, but he says, guess I'm buying a lottery ticket. Yeah. The Mew worked. The Mew absolutely worked. That is my favorite Mew set. He needed a few more things gone. I didn't think the Uxie was coming. I didn't think Hydreigon would come, but I was very ready for Hydreigon. The Uxie surprised me a bit. I mean, that made sense in hindsight, but the Uxie did surprise me a bit. It probably shouldn't have, but so I was thinking I basically had to get rid of Mega Mawile. And I had the Golurk was kind of ready for that. I made a fair amount of mistakes in this battle, to be honest. He had the team matchup, but the Mew set was almost there. I love that Mew set, man. I know I'm more of an offensive setup guy, and that's kind of more defensive setup than offensive setup, but man, if I click spikes on turn 1, I mean, if I had a layer of spikes up and the webs, he probably comes in with Crobat at some point and defogs, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know when, probably on Araquanid, but I probably should have had an attacking move on Araquanid hindsight. Mimikyu, I probably didn't need Drain Punch. I could have put Shadow Sneak or Swords Dance. But I don't think that would have made a difference in its play. I probably should have played more aggro with the Mimikyu. It was such a good out button to Kyogre, but if I had Ice Punch on the Golurk, I could have just let it, and that wouldn't have risked the Naganadel, which was such a good middle ground on Heal-O-Less. I underestimated that going in. Could have had Dragon Pulse too, I don't know. I think it gets hit Dragon Pulse, so I'm not mistaken. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to think about those mistakes. I'm going to think about the 5 straight paras. It sucks. All the best to Kurt. And as I said, it's not to him. It's the game we play. But man, that's what I get for being late, I guess. I didn't say that at the beginning. I'm sorry, Kurt. I said it in the intro of my live com, but the recorder was not having it. It cut out like 7 times. I had a nap before. I thought I set my alarm for an hour. Set it for 99 hours and 59 minutes. Whoops. So I was an hour late. I woke up and I was already late for the battle. But he was gracious about it. Wasn't worried about it. But I'll be fully honest when I say life hasn't been good of late. And man, this one's not helping. I got really excited when it looked like Mew had it. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you make finals and lose, and I'll probably tell myself that's what was going to happen. But it hurts nonetheless. Anyways, there's a view into Coach's psyche right after the 20 minutes after his worst hacks in draft league history. I'll have a super clickbaity title for this, I'm sure. Have a nice day, everybody, because Coach Oak said so. I'm going to go watch some football, continue to play Crash 4, which is a great game, and I'll feel better. Don't worry about me. But stay safe out there. Wear a mask. I don't know why I'm like delaying ending this game, because that means it actually happened. But have a nice day, everybody, because Coach Oak said so, and I will see you all next time.